To get straight into the player review, starting with the Premier League as usual. Great news for Leicester City. Wilfred Ndidi was back in action. Although his team lost to my beloved Arsenal 2-0. Shout out to you, Mikel Merino. God bless you. It has to be said, Ndidi played very well. You can see the difference he makes to that Leicester squad when he's on the pitch. He's just a Rolls Royce of a player, man, a machine. And honestly, it was just amazing to see. He had at least 2 or 3 very good opportunities. He should have scored 2. But, you know, we'll give him grace as per DM/central midfielder. But good to see Wilfred Ndidi back playing for Leicester, which is obviously good news for Nigeria because we need Ndidi to play for those World Cup qualifiers. Next up for Leicester, they play Brentford at home on this Friday. So that's going to be a crucial game because right now it looks like it's between Leicester, Ipswich, and Wolves. Two of those teams are going to be relegated. Southampton are already gone anyway because they're too far behind. As for Nottingham Forest in 3rd place, all I know was rested during the midweek last week for the FA Cup game while Awoni scored a very, very fantastic goal against Exeter City before he broke his nose. They ended up drawing the game 2-2 and they're winning 4-2 on penalties. On Saturday, we then saw Ola play 90 minutes in the Snapchat derby. You know, Nottingham Forest played Fulham. And we know Ola and Alex Iwobi both love their Snapchat. And of course, Bassey scored the winning goal in this game, which was amazing to see. So it had the Nigeria flavor sprinkled all over this game. So shout out to the boys. Better luck for next time, Ola and you know. Awoni, of course, not in the squad because of his injury. But Nottingham Forest still remain 3rd in the meantime. Next up for them, though, they go to Newcastle away on Sunday. So another tough game for Nottingham Forest. It looks like they're beginning to revert to type, but hopefully they could still push on for the final games to still make Europe, to crown their achievements, all their hard work for this season. As for Fulham, Alex Iwobi and Bassey both played 90 minutes. Star boys, Snapchat boys, you know, Bassey scoring the winning goal. It has to just be. We just have to praise Bassey, man. What an amazing day for him. An amazing day out for his teammates. So next up for them, they play Crystal Palace at home on Saturday. As for Jaribo and Paul Onuachu, both of them started over in the Premier League over the weekend as well. But of course, Southampton lost the game 3-1 to Bournemouth. But Paul Onuachu said, I'm not leaving. I'm leaving here with something. And he really left with something because he got an assist for Kamaldeen Suleimana's goal. Shout out to our Ghanaian brothers when the game was already 2-0 at that time, so he made it 2-1. But anyway, Onuachu is selling into the Prem, and at least his rep is growing, even though it's just a shame that he's playing for such a bomber, useless team. Next up for them, they play Brighton at home, so you might as well charge that to. They're going to lose that game anyway. Game week results that we saw. Shout out to Everton. You gave me one of the best dopamine hits of my life that did not involve Nigeria or Arsenal last week Wednesday when James Tarkowski banged that ball in the last minute against Liverpool in the Merseyside derby, the last one ever at Goodison Park, I must add. Honestly, I was so happy. Yes, Liverpool probably will still win the league, but any points that they drop, we'll take it. Then VAR now took forever, just like going over the decisions. So I was wondering if Liverpool would go catch life again. But shout out to James Tarkowski for that. Chelsea got packed in 3-0 by Brighton. Brighton, just what a wonderful performance. Thomas' goal, I mean, what a sexy touch. Chelsea, where were the ones that were crying that you were in a title race at the start of the season? What's happened, guys? What's happening? Maresca ball. The Leicester fans told you how the second half of the season went for Leicester last year. You thought they were gaslighting you, eh? Okay, now. And of course, Brentford beat West Ham 1-0. Kevin Shadi scored. We know he was eligible for Nigeria, but good riddance, plays for Germany now. Aston Villa drew 1-1 against Ipswich Town. Watkins scored. Liam Delap scored. I hope Aston Villa, all these ones that are drawing against Ipswich at home, I hope you are saving your good performances for later, if you know what I'm talking about. Because when Liverpool come to town on Wednesday, you better rise. Unai Emery, Ollie Watkins, Arsenal fan, you better rise it. Rise it, please. I'm begging you. Newcastle too, useless. They lost 4-0 to Man City. Shout out to Omar Mamouche, man. That's a shooter right there. 4-0. So Man City too, I hope your confidence is building before you play Liverpool on Sunday. You know, Liverpool's next 2 games, Aston Villa away and Man City away. So please, I would like some favors, please. That would be lovely. Everton beat Crystal Palace 2-1, and the David Moyes effect just continues to troop along, man. Now they're definitely clear of the relegation zone. They're 30 points. I think they're ahead of Man United, to be honest. So shout out to David Moyes and everything he's doing at Everton, man. Those guys look really good. Yesterday on Sunday, Liverpool beat Southampton 2-1. First half, they scored a penalty and Luis Diaz bundled the ball over. In the second half, Liverpool actually had no shots and Wolves had 10 shots. Cunha scored another amazing goal. I don't know why Arsenal not trying to sign Cunha, man. But Arteta, now you do that one shot. Anyway, we see. But Liverpool look a bit squeaky, it must be said, a bit squeaky. But we'll see, shall we observe on Wednesday. We will be there to watch that game. And of course, Don versus Dunbar Derby. James Maddison scored the winner for Tottenham as they beat Manchester United 1-0. Deserved win for Tottenham, but my God, Man United have some awful finishers. When I say awful, you say what? Awful. They are terrible. So, games to look forward to, as I said on Wednesday, Aston Villa hosts Liverpool at Villa Park. I hope they can do something for Arsenal, but let's see. And then on Friday, we'll see Leicester play Brentford. And then the early kickoff on Saturday sees Everton host Man United at Goodison Park. Probably going to pack Man United again. I mean, even in the history of when this clown Arsenal finishing 8th, I don't think we've ever seen a top 6 side this bad in the Premier League era like Man United. Like, literally, they are so useless. They're 15th. 15th. Hi, Manchester United. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better anytime soon. Even their best player, Ahmad, is not injured. So long may it continue because they deserve the suffering. Bournemouth will host Southampton in one of the 3 p.m. kickoffs, 4 p.m. Nigeria time, of course. Ipswich Town also hosts Tottenham at home. Remember, Ipswich beat Tottenham away earlier this season. Southampton hosts Brighton. Arsenal hosts West Ham at the Emirates Stadium. Fulham hosts Crystal Palace. These are all 4 p.m. kickoff games in Nigeria. And the late kickoff game will see Aston Villa host Chelsea at Villa Park. So big week ahead for all the teams chasing that 4th spot in the Prem. On Sunday, we'll see Newcastle host Nottingham Forest. What should be a very tasty game, considering both of those teams have had really bad form over the past 2 weeks. So somebody has to rise it. And then the big one, Manchester City hosts Liverpool. 5:30 p.m. Nigeria time, 4:30 p.m. kickoff in London. I mean, in Manchester, sorry, but in England, sure. So look forward to those games, and it should be a very, very tasty one. Liverpool continue to lead the way, 60 points after 25 games. It looks like it's their league title to lose for sure. Arsenal second, 53 points, and then we see Nottingham Forest in 3rd place with 47 points. However, Man City are now 4th, 3 points adrift of Nottingham Forest. And then we see Bournemouth and Chelsea 1 point behind with 43 in 5th and 6th. You also have Newcastle with 41 points. Fulham at 8th with 39. Aston Villa 9th with 38. And then Brighton 10th with 37 points. So we literally have a scenario where 4th position Man City and 10th place Brighton are separated by 7 points, which is the same gap Liverpool have on 2nd place Arsenal. So we're in for a treat. Relegation, you know the bombs there. No need to talk about them. Good luck to Man United in 15th place. So that's it in terms of the Premier League.